Hi dear students, today we will solve the numericals on 2 wattmeter method. So in the previous session we have already dealt with 2 wattmeter method. Let us have a quick glance at it. So W1 is equal to VAB IA and the cosine of angle between VAB and IA. I hope you remember this. So since the wattmeter was connected between the terminal A and B, the current flowing through it was IA and the voltage across it was VAB. Therefore W1 is equal to VAB IA and the cosine of the angle between VAB and IA. So as per the phasor diagram, if this is VAB and this is IA, then the angle between VAB and IA was found as 30 minus 5. Therefore, VAB into IA into cos of 30 minus 5. Since VAB and IA are the line parameters, we can represent W1 is equal to VLIL cos 30 minus 5. Similarly, W2 is equal to VCB IC. Why? Because the current coil was carrying the current IC and the voltage coil was across the terminal C and B. So therefore VCB IC into cosine of angle between VCB and IC. So what is this angle between VCB and IC here? So you can see this is VCB and this is IC. So the angle between these two is 30 plus 5, right? So therefore W2 is equal to VCB IC cos 30 plus 5, where VCB and IC are line parameters. Therefore I can represent it as VL and IL cos 30 plus 5. So remember, it is that simple. W1 is equal to VLIL cos 30 minus 5. W2 is equal to VLIL cos 30 plus 5. So only a sign change you must keep in your mind. So now W1 plus W2 is equal to, here VLIL is common term. So I will take VLIL common, so that cos 30 minus 5 plus cos 30 plus 5 will remain. So either you can solve it as individually as cos A minus B and this as cos A plus B by taking cos A cos B minus sin A sin B and cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So their sin terms will get cancelled. You will get 2 cos A cos B, or in other term directly you know that 2 cos C cos D is equal to cos C minus D plus cos C plus D. So even that formula you can use. So ultimately you will get W1 plus W is equal to VLIL 2 cos 30 degree into cos 5. So this cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, right? So this 2 and this 2 will cancel. So the remaining is here root 3 into VLIL cos 5. Therefore, W1 plus W2 is equal to root 3 VLIL cos 5. So I hope you remember that in star and delta connection, we have seen the power P is equal to either root 3 VLIL cos 5 or 3 V phase I phase cos 5. So it means it represents the 3 phase power. This concludes that by using only 2 wattmeters I can measure 3 phase power. So this is what I concluded in the previous session. Now we will derive the expression for power factor. So already we know that W1 is VLIL cos 30 minus 5 and W2 only small change. So this minus will be plus. Therefore W2 is equal to VLIL cos 30 plus 5. So after deriving, we got W1 plus W2 as root 3 VLIL cos 5, which is 3 phase power, right? So now we have already derived W1 plus W2. It is next step to find W1 minus W2. Earlier it was plus, now I am going to find minus. So now again this VLIL is common term. So now the remaining will be cos 30 minus 5 minus cos 30 plus 5. So again you can do cos A cos B minus sin A sin B minus cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So ultimately you will get VLIL 2 sin 30 sin 5. So here now sin 30 is half. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled and you will get VLIL sin 5. And remember students, cos 30 minus 5 plus cos 30 plus 5 was 2 cos 30 cos 5. When it comes to minus, both terms will be sine. When it comes plus, both will be cos. Remember that. So this, when it was plus in last slide, it was both terms were cos. Now when it came for minus, both will be sine. So remember this, a small change. So that's why this will be half. The 2 and 2 will cancel, you will get VLIL sin phi. So now you have W1 plus W2 as root 3 VLIL cos phi and W1 minus W2 as VLIL sin phi. Hence, W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2 is equal to what? So this is now VLIL sin phi divided by, this is root 3 VLIL cos phi. Now this VLIL and this VLIL will cancel. So I will get sin phi by cos phi. So we know that sin theta by cos theta is always tan theta. Therefore sin phi by cos phi is tan phi and divided by root 3. So therefore W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2 is equal to tan phi by root 3. So now what is this tan phi? So just cross multiply this root 3 with this term, you will get tan phi is equal to root 3 into W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. Just multiplying this with this term. So tan phi is equal to root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. But see students, what we are finding here, power factor. So the power factor is always cos phi, but I have tan phi. Then how to find cos phi from tan phi? So first find phi. To find phi, you must take tan on RHS. Therefore, when it goes to RHS, it will be tan inverse. Therefore, phi is equal to tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. So now I have phi. So taking cosine on both sides, I will get cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. Hence, this is the expression for power factor, very important. Even in the lab, you will be using this formula. So cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. Have a note of it. So we'll solve the first numerical. So the problem statement is given as such. If the reading on 2 watt meter 3-phase balanced loads are 836 watt and 224 watt, the latter reading being obtained after the reversal of the current coil connections, calculate the power and power factor of the load. So simple problem. Here I am using 2 watt meters and they have told that the readings on 2 watt meters are 836 watt and 224 watt. Clear. So W1 and W2 readings they have given, but see students, they have given the next line. The latter reading being obtained after the reversal of current coil connection. So the latter reading means which one? The second reading, not the first reading. So this reading, so this 224 watt was obtained after the reversal of current coil connections. It means yesterday we have already seen that wattmeter has two coils. One is current coil and one more is potential coil. The current coil will be always in series with the line, so it always carries the load current. So here the current coil itself is reversed. So M and L was the two terminals of current coil. Now it has been reversed as L and M. So whenever I reverse the current coil, remember the deflection will also reverse. So it was earlier showing the deflection towards the left side, means it was going out of the scale. So whenever you reverse the current coil, it will show you some value as 224 volt. So whenever you reverse, you must consider this as negative. So remember students, if there is a point on reversal, it means the value of the wattmeter should be taken as negative. If they are told the first reading was obtained after reversal of coil, then you should have taken this as negative. But here the latter reading means this should be taken as negative. Therefore, write the given data first. So here W1 is equal to 8 36 and W2 is how much now? So yes, remember, you should write W2 is equal to minus 224 watt. Remember this because it is the reversal of current coil. So whenever they give it, you must consider it as negative. So you have W1, you have W2. Now calculate the power. So you already know that to calculate the three-phase power, we need only 2 wattmeter. So P is equal to, so to find the power, P is equal to W1 plus W2, which is equal to root 3 VLIL cos phi, right? So power P, directly I will get power as W1 plus W2. Therefore, P is equal to 836 minus 224. Why minus 224? So it is plus and this is minus 224. So 836 minus 224. This was obtained after the reversal of current coil. If this was not given, then we would have taken directly as 224 itself. So P is equal to 836 minus 224 is equal to 612 watt. Next, I must find the power factor. So I know that cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. So this is that simple. If you know the formulas, it is direct substitution. So cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3. What is W1? It is 836 minus W2 is minus 224. So this will be now minus of minus is plus. So 836 plus 224 by W1 plus W2. So W1 is again 836 plus W2 is minus 224. So this will be 836 minus 224. So just apply the calculator and you'll get the answer as 0.316. So power factor in the given problem is 0.316. So I hope you understood the first problem. We shall move on to the second problem. So one more kind of problem. The problem statement is given as such. A three-phase 400 volt motor takes input P is equal to 40 kilowatt and 0.45 power factor lag. So find the reading of each of two single phase wattmeter connected to measure input. Also find the load current per phase. Remember here students, they have not given W1 and W2. Instead they have given W1 plus W2, which is nothing but power, right? So P is equal to W1 plus W2, that is given. They have given VL, they have given cos phi, power factor is also given. So first write the given data. So a 400 three-phase 400 volt motor. So therefore VL is equal to 400 volt takes input P. So P is equal to 40 kilowatt or 40,000 watt at 0.45 power factor lag. So cos phi is equal to 0.45. Find the reading of each of the two single phase wattmeter connected to measure input, right? So first let me find the readings of each of the two wattmeter. So what is the easiest way to find it? So what they have given, P they have given. So what is P here? P is equal to W1 plus W2, right? Therefore W1 plus W2 is equal to P, just the same thing, is equal to 40 kilowatt. So I have got W1 plus W2 is equal to 40,000 watt. So take this as equation 1. So I have got W1 plus W2 as this much. Next, I have written W1 plus W2 as 40,000 watt. Next is to find cos phi. So cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by W1 plus W2. Why I am using this formula here students? You might wonder, because the power factor is already given, then why sir is using this? Why? Because though cos phi is given, I have got W1 plus W2 as 40,000. What will I get here? I can get W1 minus W2 by using this formula. Therefore, I have cos phi as 0.45 and W1 plus W2 as 40,000. So substitute in the given formula. So 0.45 cos of tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by 40,000. So now first thing is to take cos on LHS. So cos will become cos inverse 0.45 is equal to tan inverse root 3 W1 minus W2 by 40,000. Now next step is to take tan inverse on LHS. So it will become tan. So tan of cos inverse 0.45 is equal to root 3 W1 minus W2 by 40,000. So now apply this in calculator, you will get tan of cos inverse 0.45 as 1.985. The answer you will get this much. So this value is equal to the same thing again. So root 3 W1 minus W2 by 40,000. So now what is W1 minus W2? So you have to multiply this with LHS and divide this with LHS. So W1 minus W2 is equal to 1.985. This will be on numerator into 40,000. So this should be 40,000 and divide by root 3. You will get 45.84 kilowatt. So remember this. So this should be 40,000. So 45.84 kilowatt. So you have now W1 plus W2 as 40 kilowatt and W1 minus W2 as 45.8 kilowatt. So you have W1 plus W2 as 40 kilowatt and W1 minus W2 as 45.8 kilowatt. So what can I get? Why I am finding this now? So the question is find the reading of each of two single phase wattmeter. So I must find what is W1, I must find what is W2. I have W1 plus W2, I have W1 minus W2. So two equations, two unknowns. Substitute in calculator. So solving above two equation, we get, once you apply in calculator, you get W1 is equal to 42.92 kilowatt and W2 is equal to minus 2.92 kilowatt. So these two are the final answers. So is this negative value, the answer given by wattmeter, is correct or wrong? Yes, good. Whatever you have thought is correct. This is obtained after the reversal of current coil. So whenever you add these two, you must get 40 kilowatt. Only then the answer is correct. Yes, you are getting it as 40 kilowatt, and though it is negative, it is correct because you have reversed the current coil in this case. So remember this. So you have got the answer for the first sub question. Next is to find the load current per phase. So to find the load current per phase, I have P, I have VL, I have cos phi. So what is the relation with line parameters and power? So P is equal to root 3 VL cos phi. Therefore I can find IL here. So IL is equal to P by root 3 VL cos phi. So P is equal to 40,000, root 3 VL is 400 and cos phi is 0.45. So once you substitute in calculator, you get IL as 128.3 amperes. So these two are the different kinds of problem. Normally variety of problems are there, but most repeated are these two problems where they will stress on the reversal of coil, as well as they might give you the power and power factor, and you must find the individual wattmeter readings. I hope you have understood this numerical and the concept of finding the power factor. So these three are the assignment problem. Solve it yourself. If you have any doubts, let me know. Thank you.